Hello, welcome to the Karis podcast. It's always a joy to have you here. If you're new here, I'm Karis. I'm my wealth. Well, it's a space for growth, faith, and leadership. And it's a place to learn and multiply your effectiveness and your impact. In the last episode, we began to talk about leading yourself to achieve your goals. And I began to share some self-leadership hacks with you. A very powerful episode. If you haven't watched that episode on leading yourself to achieve your goals, the first part, I want you to check it out. All right. So we didn't finish the conversation in the last episode, and I thought to continue today. I think I began the conversation by talking about the importance of goal setting, having a plan, an objective, how it brings clarity, it brings focus. It helps you. It puts you ahead of the pack. That's the truth. Okay. But also added that it's not enough. Setting goals is not enough. You must have systems. Okay. James Clear said in his Atomic Habit book, he said, we don't rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems. And I say self-leadership is one of those systems that will help you achieve your goals, achieve your objectives, right? And we began to talk about the importance of self-leadership, how self-leadership attracts resources. It makes you a magnet for opportunities, for people, and for resources. The gap between where you are and the fulfillment of your goals is self-leadership. Very important. And we began to talk about the 4 pillars of self-leadership. The first is self-identity. Who are you? You cannot master behavior without mastering identity. You can't change the behavior of a person whose identity you have not sorted. Life flows from the core of identity. Who are you? What lens are you using to look at yourself? Do you see yourself as strong, effective, disciplined, a visionary? I mean, the image, what you think about yourself, about the core of your being is very important. And that's what identity is. Then we talked about self-acceptance as the second pillar of self-leadership. Now, before we continue to the third pillar, let me remind us what self-leadership is. Self-leadership is basically the ability and the practice of intentionally galvanizing or influencing your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions to achieve your objective. That's what it is. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Ability to influence them to get things done. Okay? Very important. So let's continue from where we stopped. Third pillar of self-leadership is self-discipline or self-management. Discipline is the ability to do what you are supposed to do when you are supposed to do them. Okay? Irrespective of how you feel. That means at this point you have moved from just getting motivated to just getting it done. And doing what is expected, not what is convenient. Holding yourself to higher standards in your daily life, in your thought life, in your feelings, and in your action. That's self-discipline. And that can be built. It's an important component of self-leadership. Ability to get things done when you are supposed to do them, irrespective of how you feel. Are you with me? Irrespective of how you feel, whether you feel like it or not. Listen, success is an uphill task. Once you know that, you are better prepared. Okay? It's an uphill task, and downhill habits cannot power your goals into manifestation. Let me say that again. You see, achieving your goals is an uphill task. Downhill habits cannot sponsor an uphill task. Hence the importance of discipline. Discipline in the way you manage your time, discipline in the way you manage your resources, discipline with your relationships, discipline with your feelings, discipline with your appetite. Just doing what is supposed to be done, when it's supposed to be done, whether you feel like it or not, is self-discipline. And it's a habit you need to begin to build. And you see, don't wait for the big things. You need to start from where you are. What do you need to improve on? It may be little, right? And learn to celebrate little victories also. Marginal changes, celebrate it, but you have to start from somewhere. Learning to be disciplined with the way you spend your time, your resources, managing your relationship, very important. Those who are disciplined are self-led. And listen, those who are disciplined can connect desire with manifestation. Very important. Is this adding value to you? If it is, just hit the like button, drop a comment, and hit the subscription button so the algorithm can promote the content to reach more people. Okay? I have something written here that I want to read for you. I said, self-discipline is the bridge between your good intentions, right, and the actual action. Very important. Very important. Poor self-management will lead to constant firefighting, stress, and burnout. And if you sit to examine what I'm talking about, you know it's true. Many of your burnout, many of the stress will go through, when you trace them, is connected to self-discipline. You didn't do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Now it's infringing on another schedule. You get stressed. You get burnout. Okay? One of the things I believe is going to help you is study as much as you can, accumulate knowledge in the area of self-discipline. Time management, accumulate knowledge. I heard, was it Jim Rohn say this in one of the videos some years ago, and it really blessed me. It became a part of my practice. He said, read everything, listen to everything you can on time management. And it's a principle of accumulation of knowledge, right? Just keep learning. How can I manage my time better, manage my resources better, manage my emotions better, manage my feelings, my appetite better? How can I consistently do what is demanded, not what is convenient? That's self-discipline. So you accumulate knowledge and then start taking the steps. It doesn't need to be big. Take that little step and celebrate little victories. You will notice that, look, by the time you sort identity, self-acceptance, discipline is easier as you take those little steps. All right. So the fourth pillar of self-leadership is called self-development. I heard someone say this many years ago, and his talk. He said, when a leader gets better, I can't remember who exactly. He said, when a leader gets better, everybody wins. Talking about those you work with, those who are following you, those around you generally. When a leader gets better, everybody wins. But let me add it for this conversation. When a leader gets better, even the goals win. Okay? The goals win. So it's a major part of self-leadership, self-development. This is a commitment to continuous improvement and growth. Very important. You see, I said this in the first episode, that the most important part of that vision is you. You must become the version of you that will feature in that vision. You are the one to make it happen. Are you with me? Very important. You are the one to make it happen. So when you get better, the goals win. When you get better, things change. When you get better, you achieve the objectives and the visions faster. So commitment to self-development, to improve your mind, to enlarge the frame of your reference, right? To expand, improve your skill set, and expand your knowledge base is very important. That's self-development. Self-led people are committed to continuous growth and continuous development, because if you can get better, the goals will win. If you can get better, you can achieve the goals faster. All right. Have you learned something in this episode of the Karis podcast? I'd like to know what stood out for you the most. In the comments, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet. Like this video so the algorithm can promote it to reach more people. Just a quick recap. We're talking about leading yourself to achieve your goals. We said goals are important, but you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your system. And the first system is leading yourself. We say self-led people are magnet for resources, for people, and for opportunities. All right. 4 pillars of self-leadership very quickly. Number 1, self-identity. Number 2, self-acceptance. Number 3, self-discipline or self-management. And number 4, self-development, commitment to continuous growth and development. I'm sure value has been added to you. Looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of the Karis podcast. God bless you.